Hi guys, Peter Finch here, and today's video is the second video of a three-part series on how to kickstart your swing going into the new season. Now, the last video was all about the takeaway and all about the backswing and how to actually get those two parts of the swing nice and functioning moving into the season. And today we're going to be talking about from the top of the backswing, moving into the ball, that transition phase, and down into the point of impact. Now, there's lots of different ways that we can work on this part of the swing. There's lots of different things that people do, and there's lots of different things that you can work on. This is going to be a nice rough guide to how to get your body moving in an order that you want to see it. So on the backswing and the takeaway in the backswing kind of video last time, we spoke about that nice wide takeaway. We spoke about it moving in one piece, hinging the wrists upwards and turning the shoulders nice and fully. Now what we're going to focus on is this aspect of the swing that moves you from here down into the actual impact. Now, one of the most important things about this transition period is that you get working in the right order and you actually get working with a nice swing rhythm. That is a real key for when you're starting an actual season. If you can start swinging with the right rhythm, if you can start swinging with the right feelings right now at this point, you'll be able to move into the season with a lot more rhythm and also start swinging in a better sequence all throughout the year. So from the top of the swing, what do we need to be seeing, or what do we need to be working on? Well, the first thing that we need to make sure is that we're using our hips in a way which is transferring our weight left, and then a movement which is opening our lower body and then letting the upper body follow down into impact. So the first thing that I want you guys to work on is, as you're getting up to the top of the backswing, moving down into the ball, I want to make sure that you guys feel like those hips are bumping left and moving towards the target. Now, to begin with, this would be quite an exaggerated feeling. So moving up to the top and really feeling like those hips are moving left in quite an exaggerated manner. Very much 70s dance floor kind of manner. That you're going in this direction here. Now, the reason that this is important is because it gets the weight traveling onto the left side and it engages the hips. After the weight is shifted onto the left side and those hips have been engaged, then the hips can start to rotate. Now, just notice here, they've not even mentioned the upper body yet. It's because the upper body follows these movements. The upper body doesn't move first. It's the lower body which engages the downswing. Now, a very easy way to practice this is getting yourself set up, taking it away, just adding in a little hinge and a little turn, but then actually moving through the ball with an exaggerated hip bump and then quite an aggressive hip turn, and then allowing the upper body to actually follow. So just a little half swing, and then a bump of the hips, and then quite an aggressive turn through. And actually allowing the upper body to fire through after the lower body is shifted round, and that's almost made it up onto the green with a little half swing because of the aggressive nature of that actual shot. So once you feel that you've got that lower half engaged, once you feel that you've got it flowing, we can't ignore the upper body. You know, at the end of the day, it's the upper body which is bringing and it's delivering the club down into impact. There's lots of different ways that we can think about this. There's lots of different things that people can do, and there's lots of different things that people need to work on. But what I'm going to focus on is mostly the right elbow and the right shoulder. Now, what you want to be seeing from the top of the backswing, as those hips have bumped and start to clear, you want to be seeing that right elbow return to your side and the right shoulder to actually work downwards as well. What you'll tend to see is a lot of people, especially who kind of come over the top, who hit a big slice, this time of year when they get practicing, is that right shoulder and that right elbow being thrown outwards and over the top of the ball. So you can actually start to synchronize these two feelings and these two drills up. So to the top, those hips start to move left, and as the hip starts to move left, the weight starts to transfer. The right elbow and the right shoulder drop down. The right elbow connects to the side and the right shoulder follows. Now what this will do is it will tend to get the club moving from an inside to a slightly neutral path. And like I said, there are lots of different ways of doing this, and this might not work for some people. But if you can get into these kind of rough positions and do it with a nice smooth tempo, it should start to deliver the club into impact in a consistent manner. So let's try and hook those two kind of different feelings up. That nice full backswing that we worked on last week, those hips, last lesson, those hips bumping left, the right elbow coming down, and the right shoulder moving down as well. Ooh, struck it well, a bit fadey though. Stay on that green. Oh, awesome. God, I'm hitting this so far. These G clubs. Side note. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed these first two videos. And next week, why do I keep saying next week? Next lesson, we're going to be moving into impact and actually delivering that club in a more consistent way. So guys, thanks for watching. Please comment in the box below. Let me know what you think as always. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on my other social media platforms. And we will see you next time.